Hey fam, it's Shakai11 and I'm back with part 2 of my How I Prevent Shedding video. If you haven't seen the first part, please feel free to check that out. If I remember and I can figure it out in my editing process, I'll either put the link up here, over here, or down on the information bar. Okay, so the first part I did was a kind of inexpensive way. There's different ways that you can go about it, so you can check that out. And this is the second way. This is the first way that I ever knew about preventing shedding. And this is the Alter Ego Italy. And this is the garlic hot oil. It says it's a hot oil treatment, but it's actually a conditioner. And I'll show it to you. I absolutely love this product, but I will not be repurchasing this product because it's a little pricey. If your budget permits you to buy extremely expensive conditioners when you can duplicate and get the same process for less than half the price, then feel free. This is the consistency. It has the consistency kind of a VO5 moisture milk. So it's not too thick, not too thin. It doesn't smell like garlicky, so your hair won't smell like a pizza. But this product is really, really good. I love it. It does have cones in it. If you don't like cones, this is not the product for you. It says shampoo the hair, apply the treatment all over the scalp. So what I did was I massaged it I parted my hair in 4 sections, and I put it on my fingertips, and I concentrate on my scalp area. Concentrate on my scalp area and all the sections, and then I just run a little bit throughout. The purpose of the garlic treatment is to be saturated or be absorbed into your scalp, and that's how it will prevent shedding. So there's no need to waste the product and saturate your hair because it needs to be mainly on the scalp, if that makes sense. So I put a plastic cap on, like it says, leave it on for a minimum of 15 minutes, and then you're going to rinse it out. It gives great slip. Like I said, it doesn't smell garlicky. It's a really good product. The product is $20 for 16.9 fluid ounces, and this is Alter Ego Italy. Back in my salon days, my Dominican stylist used to use that on my hair because I have very thick hair, and I shed a lot. I was not balding because it was coming out, at the bulb, and you could barely tell because I have extremely thick hair. But she put me on to that. But when the Dominicans first came on the scene, I don't know if they were everywhere, but they were in Spanish Harlem like in the 90s, so they've been around forever. There was a girl, and she's famous. I can't remember her name. It's like on 145th, around that area in the Spanish Harlem, 149th area. She made her own contraptions. She would not tell people what was in it, but among doing research, I kind of figured it out. And you can tweak it to your liking, but I'm going to show you that, and it's a really inexpensive way, and it's using things that all of us have in our kitchen. Okay, guys, so what you're going to need that I said absolutely everyone usually has in their house is garlic. And this is about 1 bulb and a half, about 14 cloves chopped up of garlic, olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. This is cold pressed. This is Whole Foods brand. And their regular price for 33 ounces is $5. So I think that's really good for that size. And an airtight jar. And I got this from Marshall's. It was $2. They had a bunch of them there. And you can just close it. Now you can use a jar like this. It's airtight and it locks. Or you pull the latch up and lock it down and it seals it. Or you can use a mason jar. So you use your preference, and you're going to need a little time because, of course, any type of infusion that you do is going to take time. So you're going to put a little bit of olive oil into the jar and then put your garlic in. Okay, so as you can see, I have the garlic in, And I poured just a little oil in the beginning so it wouldn't stick to the bottom of the jar. And then you're going to fill it up the rest of the way with your oil. Now, ladies, if you are not pregnant, you do not have, God, I believe it's heart issues, please double check. There are a lot of precautions with rosemary. I'm not doing rosemary in this batch because I do not have it. We all know that rosemary stimulates growth and it helps the hair. So usually I'll put rosemary in it. If I find rosemary, if I am able to get rosemary tomorrow, I will shove some rosemary down in here. What you're going to do is you're going to seal your jar. Sorry, down for 1 second. I do not have my tripod. The jar is locked. Press down. Like I said, I got this jar from Marshall's. They had all different sizes. You're going to store this buddy in a cool, dark place. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in my cupboard, and you're going to leave it in there a minimum of 7 days. You can do 7 to 10. It's up to you. I do a minimum of 7 days. Once you take it out, it will be infused. You will smell the garlic coming from this buddy. I strain it so I get no bits of garlic in it. So you're going to take a strainer, pour it out, and I put it in an applicator bottle, and I store my applicator bottle in the fridge. I don't know if it's absolutely necessary that you store it in the fridge, but I do, because even though it's infused with garlic, it's still a food. And yeah, I part my scalp with it, and this is my hot oil treatment. It's cheap, it's inexpensive. I usually pre-poo and leave this in my hair overnight, so I can get all the benefits of the garlic and then shampoo it out the next day. You can also sit under the dryer with it. It's completely up to you. I like to just put it in my hair, go to bed, get up in the morning, wash and condition as usual. Like I said, if you're not pregnant, if you're not breastfeeding, I don't know if it's high blood pressure or if it's heart issues, you should beware of rosemary. Please Google rosemary warnings before you go ahead and proceed with the rosemary. She did rosemary, and she also put thyme and garlic in here. And a lot of people used to come to this lady, say she had growing hands. All it was a homemade hot oil treatment. And I look back on it 10, 15 years ago, and now I know that it did smell like garlic. The benefits of rosemary, there was the sprigs in there, and she had a whole bunch of sprigs. She made her own homemade hot oil treatment, and people were coming far and near, and I think they're still open in Harlem, and she still sells it, and she doesn't tell anyone what's in it. So guys, here you go. Set it in your phone. Please don't forget that you made this oil. Write it on a calendar. Leave an alert for 7 to 10 days so you remember that you have it in your cupboard. If you have any alternatives or any other recipes that you know with oils, I would love to hear about them. Please put your comments below, video responses, what have you. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.